Hi, welcome to the scene. Tonight we have some excellent topics. We're going to talk about baseball.
Baseball.
We're going to talk about kneeling, anthems, and veterans.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Yes Day, which is obviously fantastic.
Saying yes?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we're going to hear about the old vinyl night at Ad Astra Books and Coffeehouse. So stay tuned to the scene. Cheers, Salina. Welcome to the scene. We're going to jump right into a baseball update provided by Jeff, since he knows everything about baseball.
Hi, my name is Chico Escuela. Welcome to your baseball update. Baseball be very, very good to me. Baseball not be good to the Royals. No playoffs for the Royals, which is why Christy's not here.
That's right.
She's ducking out on us.
She's home in mourning.
She knew the Royals were not going to make the playoffs. She knew that they were gagging on a chicken bone like a dog. You know how when a dog has the chicken bone, it's always like, ah!
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's what they did.
That's what they did.
Yeah, and so they're out. Charles, Mets.
I'm actually happy for Christy, so I don't get to dance this year around.
Oh, that's right.
And then the Mets, we had a lot of people hurt.
A lot of hurt.
And had we not had a lot of hurt people, we might be in the big dance.
Or
also,
you might still not have made it. It kind of sounds like excuses a little bit.
Yeah, that's what they all say, right? If
Right.
all of our people weren't hurt, we'd be up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what my excuse is?
What's yours?
If I had just hit that lotto number, I'd be a millionaire.
There you go.
But didn't do it. Now, your Dodgers that I gave to you. Woo,
Yeah.
How
number
are
one
they
seed, they're kicking it. They're killing it. You
Yeah.
need to start following them. They're doing very well.
All right.
My Nationals, we got the Cubs coming up. So really hoping that we could pull that off and get past them. Maybe we can get to you.
I'm
and the
thinking
Dodgers.
maybe your Bryce Harper needs to get hurt again,
No.
and then go from there.
No. Just keep that hair flowing, Bryce. Keep doing like this. We can win and we'll be just fine. You know what's not just fine?
What?
The NFL.
Ooh, they're struggling.
Some people are mad, right?
Yep.
We got some protests going on.
Lots of that.
Lots of that. People taking a knee. Some people are upset by that. Are you familiar with this?
Very familiar.
All right.
You can't turn on TV, look at social media, or go out in public without hearing somebody talk about it and
Right.
provide their opinion of how
Yes.
things should be and shouldn't be.
Okay. Everybody's got an opinion on it. Let's hear yours.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I have, I see it from both sides, but here's the thing: is
Take a stand.
I'm going to take a stand, but I also want to say that first that I think that sometimes we tend to blow things out of proportion a bit, take things to the next level when they don't need to be. I think we tend to interpret things differently based on how we want to interpret them and in a negative fashion.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think that the taking of the knee was a disrespect to the United States or to the flag. I think it was...
Or our troops.
Right.
It was not intended that way.
No, I don't think it was. But I think
That
it's
wasn't his
easy for
intention.
people to turn it around and blow it up into that type of a statement because that's what gets people riled up.
Right.
And we
And Colin
tend to want to
Kaepernick was
rile people up about
Yeah.
these types of things. So my opinion is I think it's a statement and people have the right to make that statement, whatever statement they want to make. I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't think it was intended to be. I think it's just a show of support for whatever you're supporting, be it diversity or equality or whatever. So that's my take on it.
That was initial, right? Colin Kaepernick, first one to take the knee. He's talking about equality
Right.
and criminal justice reform. Talking about it being better. So like if I go to my wife and I say, hey, I want to make things better, that's kind of a good thing, right?
Right.
Why would we not want to make America better? That was his initial idea. And it kind of got turned around there a little bit.
Well, it was rejected, right?
Yes, completely.
So now he's out
He's out.
completely.
Done.
Can't get a job.
Done.
Right.
Isn't going to do anything the rest of his life that has to do with football.
Football, probably not. Let's not feel too sorry. You got $46 million.
Well, okay, 46 million. But here's the thing. Now everybody else has come along and do the same thing.
Right.
Nobody else is getting kicked out.
No.
So is that fair?
Not even the guy that was right next to him the first time he took the knee.
Right.
And I'm not sure people know this. He actually talked to a veteran that was on his team, the 49ers. And the guy was like, hey, because he was sitting down first. He wasn't taking a knee. And he was like, hey, look, maybe you should take a knee because that's a thing that they do, right?
Right.
And you hear a lot of people talk when they talk about the flag, and you know, if you wouldn't take a knee if you had to hand this flag to a veteran who had died. Well, that's actually something that they do, right? They fold the flag, and then they get on a knee and they hand it to that person, and that's kind of where he got that from.
Mm-hmm.
So it was showing that respect at the same time, and then also protesting inequality and wanting criminal justice reform. Basically, hey, stop shooting people of color, which helps everybody, right? And that's a good thing, right?
So how did all this get turned around?
But
Charles?
no, the one thing that I notice is they're always asking not a true veteran. Like most of the people they asked is a veteran's wife, or
Right.
I'm saying talk about somebody that actually served the country, that actually had to, like, just for instance, for myself, I remember guarding the East and West German border,
Right.
where there is no border anymore. I seen guys get their throats slit. They were the greatest soldiers after that. I look around this country and I see veterans every day. They can't even afford a house.
Right.
I mean, they're homeless. I really would, if I was to say anything, what are we even doing for those veterans? I mean, maybe the veterans need to take a knee to let the country know I mean, some of them, you look at them, they're suffering.
Right.
I mean, like the Vietnam vets, look at them. They're suffering. They're suffering. Why aren't we worried about taking care of them as much as we're worried about the anthem and everything that's going on?
More Vietnam veterans have committed suicide than have killed in the Vietnam War.
Oh, yeah. So, and from that aspect of it, I mean, first of all, I really don't think the news media is really the one that caused the deal, because I realize that we show this, but why are we making a focus on this, and why are we naming off the people? I mean, I understand the publicity part. They're getting publicity every time they name their name.
Yes.
But why are we focusing in on that? I mean, what is the purpose of focusing in on that? Let's really focus on the veterans that are actually suffering, that have actually been over there fighting for this country.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. That's what I keep hearing, or maybe I'm missing the point, but that's what I keep hearing.
Right.
I think the focus needs to change from where we got it to helping our own people that actually serve the flag. I mean, I hear people all the time talking that's not the people that serve the flag.
Yeah. And that was a big thing during the Obama administration, right? The VA hospitals.
Right.
And the poor care that they were receiving, and the amount of time that people had to wait in order to be seen by a doctor.
Right.
And yeah, I'm going to say that. It's criminal to send a person to another country to potentially die or to be maimed mentally or physically, and then when they come back, you do not take care of that person. Because people are volunteering.
Right.
It's not a draft. We're not just snatching people up. These are people who, out of the goodness of their heart, are volunteering to go over and fight in the name of freedom, and when they get back here, we are not taking care of them as good as we should.
So how can you call disrespect of a knee when you can't even take care of your own people that fought for that flag?
Right.
So you're saying the disrespect is misplaced.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. I'm saying, I know for a fact, I mean, I'm one of the fortunate ones that I'm doing okay, but I know a lot of people that aren't doing okay.
Right.
And that same flag, and I mean, right now, if you look at East and West German border that we were guarding, we done it for nothing because there is no border.
Right.
So what was the purpose?
Down. Right.
Right.
Tore the wall down.
So I think what we're saying here is, get it together, America. Right? Get it together.
Yes. Get it together.
Get it together. Support your veterans.
So let's talk about a different topic. This chat. This is totally off subject here. We're going to talk about something a little bit more lighthearted.
Oh, cool.
We're going to talk about getting drunk.
Love beer.
Yep, I knew you'd love this topic.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. So there's actually a survey out there
Okay.
that
4.
identifies the 10 drunkest cities in Kansas.
And Salina, because of me, was number 1.
Well, I'm sure you've contributed,
I most certainly have.
but no, Salina did not make the top 10.
But, whoa. What?
Nope.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
All the money. Brooks Liquor, I literally have my check just going direct deposit to them. How could Salina have not been in the top 10?
Well, apparently we have a low divorce rate, lower than some of these top 10 cities, and we don't have a certain number of liquor stores compared to our population. And we don't have our local population tweeting about drinking. So that's kind of how they put all this together in this survey.
Well, what does divorce rate have to do with how much beer? I'm married. I mean, I've been divorced a couple of times.
Well, there you go.
But I'm married right now. But alcohol doesn't have anything to do with those two. Maybe.
I feel like you answered your own question.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
well, anyway, I'm just saying right now,
Right now, today?
today,
So what's some of those cities anyway?
Yeah,
And maybe we
okay.
can break them down.
Okay.
let's figure
Well,
it out.
the
I'm
obvious
happy,
ones, right?
right.
Your college towns. So you got
Yeah.
Lawrence,
Lawrence
Yeah.
number 1.
Manhattan.
Yeah, Manhattan.
Yeah.
You got Hayes,
Yeah,
Fort Hays. Yeah.
and you got
Town.
Wichita.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's your kind of your.
Come on,
your
Wesleyan,
hub.
where you at? Get with it, Kansas Wesleyan. Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Marymount closed down. That's what hurt us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because you went there and I went there, right?
No, I actually went to Wesleyan. I didn't.
Oh,
No, I didn't. I didn't go to college right out of.
okay.
I was in the military, remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Was that
Junction City, I think
Military
that's kind
base.
of a given.
Military.
Right?
Yes,
Little bit
Johnson
of
military
Military.
base.
That's what you do. You
Cheap
drink.
liquor. It's cheap.
You drink.
You drink.
Yes.
And then El Dorado, which I was kind of surprised about.
El Dorado.
Butler.
They
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
But they have a pretty high divorce rate there as well. Topeka
Topeka,
and
Washburn.
and Holton.
Who?
Holton. So Holton's kind of out there.
Where is Holt? How many?
It's like-
where is that?
It's like, what's the name of that? There's a bigger town, and I can't even think of the bigger town that's around it.
Wow.
But it's like here, nowhere land.
Wow.
So they probably
There's a
have,
casino close by.
that must be the biggest thing.
That's
Yeah.
okay. All right, that makes sense. All right.
So
Hiawatha is close to Holton.
oh, is it?
All
Okay.
right.
So number of bars and pubs per capita, number
few
of
of those.
number of wineries per capita, number of liquor stores per capita, each city's drunk tweets within the last week.
I got to start tweeting.
And each city's divorce rate. So that's how they came up with these cities. So
I ain't getting divorced.
I don't know. So the hashtags for the tweets are hashtag drunk, party, beer, wine, and cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So if you want to tweet and you want to get Salina on the map, you need to use one of these
Hashtag beer. Hashtag cocktails.
Hashtag beer, cocktails, wine party.
Wine party.
There you go.
All right.
Get us on the map. Okay.
I'm going to do it.
So there's another interesting thing that we're going to talk about today, and it has to do with this book called Yes Day. Have you heard of this book?
Yes, Day.
Yes, Day.
So it's a children's book, and it's all about if you could have a day when your parents said yes to everything, what would you ask to do?
Oh, I love that one.
Right? And so, would you give your kids a yes day?
No.
I don't give a yes day, but I sure would have liked to have
I
one.
want
I know, right? Right? Why don't they have an adult yes day?
Yes, Day.
'Cause we don't get to do everything we want.
My kids would come to me and say, hey, we got this day where you say yes to everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
So my kid wants to do some heroin, today's the day.
that's right.
My kid wants a couple hookers, today's the day.
That's it.
If they want dad's wallet,
Today's the day. They
And
want to drive
mom's
the car, mom, yes, today's the day.
Well, you know, I feel like we used to always say, you know, my kids used to always say, well, there's a Mother's Day and a Father's Day. Why isn't there a Kids Day? And I used to tell them every day is Kids Day, right? Every day.
that's right.
Because every day you're devoted.
When I was growing up,
Every
But not
day you're
yes
devoted
day.
to something
ain't no yes.
that has to do with your child, for sure.
My parents said no a lot.
For sure. Well, this Yes Day all came about.
What celebrity started this madness?
Yes, there always has to be one. So Jennifer Garner,
Hater.
she put a picture out on Instagram about how exhausted she was after having Yes Day with her kids. And so apparently there were a lot of people out there that were doing Yes Day, and they kind of all tagged on to that and gave a little bit of background as to
But
how
she's got money.
exhausted. Well, yeah.
See, my kids, yes, they be kind of quick.
Well, I don't
Dad,
know.
can we? You can go out in the yard. But I don't know.
That's
Else you
exactly
gonna
what
do?
her kids wanted to do. They wanted to camp in the backyard.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, you can get a yes.
Yeah, you got a yes on that one.
Yeah. But can we have hashtag beer?
No. No.
Okay, well, that's just going to ruin our numbers for Salina.
You can't break the laws now. You got laws, right?
Well, I guess so.
We're going to talk about this little yes day a little bit more after off camera here. But parents, I'm not sure you want to do this, but stay tuned. We got more coming up. Hey, I went out to Ad Astra, checked out their old vinyl night, had a great time, you guys. Check it out. Hey everybody, I am here at Ad Astra Books and Coffeehouse checking out old vinyl night, man. I'm pretty excited so far. Got a lot going on. Do you hear that music going right now? Woo! So tell me a little bit about it. How did this get started?
Well, it started about 5 years ago, and in the beginning it was a struggle. It's gotten to be a pretty regular thing. A couple years in, Paul Chester from Acoustic Sounds brought the British flavor in, and then since then it's just taken off.
Basically, we have fun here, you know. It's not like here's today's lesson on whatever, you know. It's very informal and it's pretty cool. There's a nice variety of people from various backgrounds, and as a result, you've got various music getting played. So there's a wide variety, you know. We're pretty inclusive rather than exclusive here. So
About a year ago, we started having these 20-minute DJ slots, and it's almost more fun to watch other people doing DJing than to do it yourself.
Tell me a little bit about some of the music that you can hear if you want to just come down and check it out.
Well, there's you hear from old country to hip hop, and then Captain and Tennille. It's just the whole mix.
There was some Atomic Dog earlier. I was kind of bobbing my head a little bit. So what's like the oldest thing that you've heard out of here so far?
Oh, let's see. I've heard some like 1920s jazz, some real old-fashioned New Orleans jazz, and some nice old blues from the 30s.
So you kids don't know nothing about this. This is a 45 here. This is the struggle right here, okay? When you had to put that little piece on in the center and try and play this thing, that's what we're talking about right here. I mean, y'all just about pushing buttons, going online and getting stuff. If when you drop the needle down, it doesn't go, you don't have music, okay? You don't have music. Just telling you. Youngsters don't know nothing about that. I read I'm out here with one of the patrons here at Old Vinyl Night, Ben. Ben, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Ben, so what do you do?
I come here and I play old vinyl. I play as many vinyls as I can, as long as I can. And I like to play it all. I don't have a specific genre that I play. I don't play any specific artists.
All right, so what does this all mean to you? What does this kind of do for you?
It's more of a community thing. I love the people here. It's all about the music.
It's good to see younger people getting into music from way back, You can entertain people and educate them by playing them something they might not have heard before, and they go, hey, this is kind of cool, I'm going to have to investigate this, So, and of course the internet's around, so you mention a name to somebody, they can find out stuff in their own sweet time, So that's kind of cool. Everything's out there to be discovered.
It's a good place to come down on Wednesday night. Have fun in the middle of the week is what I say, because, the week's too long.
Thanks for watching. You can check us out on Facebook. We're The Scene, or send an email to thescene@salinatv.org. We'll see you next time on The Scene.
Wow.
Hey everybody, I went to Ad Astra Bookstore this Wednesday and checked out Old Vinyl Night. Hey, I went to Ad Astra's Old Books and Coffee Night. And that's not right either. It's old books. They got some old books. Hey, I went out to Ad Astra's old. I went out to Ad Astra. These little bars.
Okay. That's a wrap.
That was good.